Hi everyone! Welcome to episode 51 of Annijuuti Knits. Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel Annijuuti Knits. My name is Anniina. If you are new here and you haven't met me yet, I'm a knitter and knitwear designer from Finland, from the west coast of Finland. And this is my channel where I talk about my knitting and all my makes. And yeah, you're welcome to join me. And thank you so much if you are a returning viewer. It's always a pleasure to have you back. Let's get started today's business. I have a couple of projects that I want to update you with, and I have one finished object which is very exciting, and a little bit of acquisitions also. It's been 6 months since, actually more than that. It's been 6 months and a bit since my last yarny purchases. So today I have a little bit of those, because if you are a returning viewer, you may know that I was in the Jyväskylä Knit Festival this weekend or last weekend, and I did come home with some beautiful yarn. But first things first, what I'm wearing, I am wearing my Plant Lady tee. Plant Lady tee is a design by Agatha Makiewicz, or what's her handle? I can't remember. I will place it here, and you can't really see because I'm sitting down. It's this lacy, boxy, I don't know how, I'm too short. It's this beautiful boxy t-shirt with this lace detail on the bottom. I made mine using the Knitting for Olive pure silk, yes, and the colorway is Sunflower, I believe. And I made this already last summer, and I know that a lot of people wonder how well it lasts or how wearable it is, but I haven't had any issues with the pilling or anything. I've been wearing this quite a bit, and I feel like I've never de-pilled it, and it has been wearing pretty well. I made mine single-stranded, so I think this top used maybe 200 and... no? I used less than 3 balls. What would it be then? I can't remember. Are they 50-gram balls? I will put the amount here if that's something that you are interested in. I will also link my project pages on Ravelry if you are using Ravelry and that's accessible for you. I will have my project pages linked, and I usually have at least the yarn and the needle that I have used, but the needle size is irrelevant because I'm usually very tight knitter, and it's not very important information for many of you. But yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. My only finished object is here, and it is my Tankar sweater. You may know my summer version of this design. This is my Tankar sweater. It's all wrinkled because it was with me on the Jyväskylä Knit Fest, and it was on the booth for this yarn dyer or yarn dyers, and I gave them this sweater as a sample for them to have at their stall. So it's not been blocked, that's why the garter is not fully opened, but this is the Tankar sweater, and the yarn is BFL, no, it's Säiepuul BFL Sock DK probably was the name. And the colorway is called Brilliant Mr. Fox. And should I add gifted yarn ad? Because I was gifted this yarn to make this design. So there's a little sleeve detail here. Maybe I can manage to show it to you. No, wrong way around, this way. So there's this seam here on the shoulder, and there is this little detail on the shoulder. It hasn't been blocked, so that's why it doesn't really show very well. But the Tankar sweater is now going into testing. I have informed my newsletter subscribers, and I actually posted already today to my Instagram. All the middle sizes are already filled, but if you are on the high end or the low end, or the smallest or the largest in the size range, then the couple of smallest and couple of largest sizes are still in need for testers. So it is going into testing this Sunday, and I will be having a nice long test period. It will last until September, maybe it was 17th, and the larger size is week later, so September 24th. So that's my plan for this design. So yeah, I'm very excited to start yet another test knit. My Lotus Lake Tea test knit is now coming to an end, and the pattern will be released on the 21st of July. So Lotus Lake Tea also very soon out, and we will have this ready for the fall. But because I know that it's very hot, most of the Europe and America, so it's very warm at the moment, except in Finland. But that's why I wanted to have like nice and long test knit, so that there's no rush to get it finished, and there's plenty of time for my testers to finish up their whole sweaters. But yeah, that was my only finished object. I think last time I was at least I was missing a sleeve, and then maybe some of the hem of the body was still missing. But I managed to finish it for the festival, and I managed to take it with me. And my friend actually even snapped a couple of photos of me wearing it. So I got some pictures for the test call, even though it hasn't been blocked and it's not probably the best in the best condition for a photo shoot. But yeah, nevertheless, yeah, that's about that sweater. And I will actually pop a picture here. My friend Marika, she's my I wouldn't say tech editor, but she proofreads my Finnish patterns, because I am using non-Finnish tech editor. So she is going through all my Finnish translations. I am paying for her, so she's not doing it for free. And she asked when I started my Tankar sweater that she could preview knit with me, and she made her Tankar sweater into a dress. And I just asked if she could write some notes to her project page. And yeah, but it works beautifully. Maybe this, no, I think this side. It works beautifully as a long sleeve version as well. So yeah, it looks stunning on her. The yarn was so beautiful live. It had like these beautiful petroleum and purple shades mixed in together. So beautiful. And yeah, stunning work. She actually finished hers before I did, because she's such a machine when it comes to knitting. She's so fast. But yeah, the next project I would like to show you is, or next project, this is the first whip that I'm showing. And this is my Coastland shawl. I had this with me on the festival. Since you last saw it, I think it has grown quite a bit. And let me see how I can manage to show it. Maybe I will add a picture here that I took this morning, and I will put a picture here. You can see how big it is. It's actually quite big, and I'm already this close. So it's a huge triangular shawl, and it's growing upwards, so it's missing just the corner. But it feels like it's so much knitting. I still have like, I don't know, at least 80 stitches on my needles, and I will just decrease 1 stitch per every 2 rows, so it's quite slow. I'm using linen quill by Pearl Soho. I got sent this by Miga from the Skeins of Dreams podcast. She sent me some linen quills, and this is one of those colorways she sent me, and I'm looking forward to finishing this maybe this week, perhaps. Today is Monday the, I don't remember, 10th of July. I still have 1 week of summer holiday left, and we are going to a little trip with my family, and yeah, so that's my Coastland shawl, and I hope next time you see it, it will be finished and blocked and huge and beautiful. It is already in testing because I know it's a lot of knitting. It's 3 skeins of fingering weight yarn, so it's a little bit of knitting, and I didn't set any deadline because I haven't even finished mine. So we will expect that to be out sometime this fall. That shawl. And then we have something that I think I showed you last time, and I promised a finished pair of socks, but that didn't happen again. But I have done some progress, and I will show that. So I have told you at least a couple of times. I think I mentioned this last time, probably. I think I even showed them. Who knows? I can't remember what I said last time or didn't say, and I have definitely not checked. I just came home. I was in a festival from Friday morning to Sunday evening, and I came home very late last night, and today we've just been into grocery store, and we went to have some ice cream with the kids, and tomorrow we are leaving, so I don't have a lot of time, but I really wanted to film my festival purchases, and I had a little interview as well, so we will see a little interview very soon. But let's segue back to my socks. These are my own, I wouldn't call it a design, it's a request. It's a request by my husband. He wanted to have Twin Peaks Black Lodge socks, and I will put a picture here for the inspiration photo. He wanted red velvet curtain, like red and black and white. So I've been doing these 2 at a time, and that's a pain in the you know where. But yeah, here you are. These are the Black Lodge socks. So there are heels and gussets, and after the heel and the gussets, I started doing this color work. I tried to keep it nice and stretchy. I'm a little bit afraid that it might be a bit tight, but I'm using 3mm needles on the colorwork. I was using 2.25 72 stitches for the rest of the sock, and I'm hoping that it's fine. I'm usually a very tight knitter. My floats look fine. They actually look pretty nice and stretchy. So I don't know. I hope. It actually looks pretty neat on the inside as well. But I didn't manage to finish them. We have a wedding anniversary on the 29th of September. So that's my deadline for these. They were supposed to be his Christmas present. Maybe I will join Laura from the Penrose Knits Vlogmas in July, Cal, and I would love to finish these socks ASAP, because they have been here since last fall, and yeah, it's taking me so much time, and I can't really knit them at home because he will notice. He will. He doesn't really pay attention to what I'm knitting, but if I'm digging these out, he will definitely know, and he will become impatient about his socks. So I will try to keep them a secret. I have ordered the yarn. I have worked them till that far without him seeing them. So I'm definitely hoping that it will be a surprise for him as a whole. So yeah, you probably see what I have on my ears. These are these earrings that says knit in Finnish, so NEULO, which means neula, and that means knit in Finnish. I think they are awesome, and I bought them from the festival, and they are by this maker Pinio Design. So beautiful and so fun. But yeah, I will show those purchases after a little while. But I still want to talk about one project. I have been pretty monogamous with the sweater. I really needed to have that ready for the festival. And then I had this shawl that was another one of those things that it's about a time to finish. So I haven't been really knitting a lot of something else, but one night I was inspired. I had like a little tiny ball. I finished the sleeve for the Tankar sweater, and I had this little ball left, and I wanted to have that stripe to my amazing lock cabin blanket, which is already quite big. Let me show you. So here's the Tankar stripe. I started with this stripe and I added another, like a petroleum color there. It's so big that my arms are not long enough. Woo. So this other side is, no, this side. I am just ending all the colors into this side, so I'm just adding for like 3 sides of the blanket. So the middle square, which is this one, remains on the edge. So I have added these 2 stripes, and then I have added 1 white stripe here on the top. So I will be crowing it now this way and then adding here. So I have, oh sorry, these stitches are on hold, and then I will pick up from this edge. And I have very detailed project page about this blanket. I totally copied Eunice from the Therapy by Craft. She had made one of these, a little smaller one, so I I made my own calculations, I made my own drawing how I want to build this thing. It's based on the Pearl Soho amazing log cabin blanket, but they have wider stripes and they are growing it to both sides, so the stair motif will be on both sides. But I copied Eunice, and I am definitely going to continue this project because it's super fun to make, and I haven't touched it for, I don't know, 2 months or so, but I really wanted to use the orange because that's also sort of a memory here, and I got so inspired to work on it, so I had to make 2 more stripes, so 3 stripes in total. Now it's getting a bit slower. I'm sorry about the needles, they are just banging everywhere. But yeah, I feel like I don't tuck this away now. I will be making stripes here and there because it's just so fun. I've been very surprisingly monogamous this summer. My summer tee, my Lotus Lake tee, and my Tankar sweater. And I've been so focused with my own designs, but I really want to keep something fun. I do love knitting my own designs too, but it's very shocking that a person with 100 whips is focusing on 1-2 projects at a time, because that's so unlike me. But that's a new feature, and I'm liking it. And actually that leads to my plan. I don't know for certain. I haven't checked how many exactly I have, how many whips I have. I think I have somewhere around 16, 17 works in progress. And I have a plan, and I think I will show that plan next podcast episode. Because I was thinking, I have few small things that are like very close being done. I think I have a pair of mittens that have the cuff done and this one mitten done, so it's basically just the hand portion, so it's one evening. I have a headband or like it's a headband, and I think I have like 30 centimeters done. I need 15 more centimeters and it's done. So I think I will do a little whip parade next time, and I will show you all my bags. Maybe not all of them, but at least those ones that I am trying to tackle one by one. So my plan is to finish up those which are closest being done, and then get some room to my baskets and some empty project bags, so that I have felt a bit overwhelmed with so many of those projects, and some of them are like 1-2 days and they would be done. So I think it's time for me to finish them, but not now, not today. This week we have still summer holiday, and next week I will be returning to work. My husband is still on the vacation with the kids for 2 more weeks, but I think, I don't know what I'm thinking. But one more thing that I am planning on casting on is the Westknits surprise sock along cowl, and I was not for sure participating on the knit along, but then a couple days before the knit along started, I was like, heck yeah, I love Westknits and I love making socks, so I'm definitely taking part. I knew that I wouldn't be able to start right away because I had a deadline knit. I had my Tankar sweater to be finished, but tomorrow we are leaving on a little holiday, and we are driving a lot. We are driving to Turku, which is 500 kilometers away, and then we are taking a ferry to Åland, and we are staying there a couple of days with the fam and then driving back home. So it will be a lot of car knitting time for me. So I will be taking my Westknits socks, and I had a poll on my Instagram which color combo to choose, and this is what I plan to do. Steven said that you would need 200-gram skeins, but I know for a fact that a pair of socks for myself, it's around 60 grams in total. So I have 250-gram balls, and that should be plenty. And these are the colors that I'm using. So the other one, as you might be able to tell, it's Drops Fable. The lighting is a bit weird. There you have it. And this is Louhittaren luola Louhittaren luola. I think it was Väinämöinen. I can't remember. I will put the details here. I've already made a pair of socks for Selma, Little Big Knits, and I have 50 grams left, so I will be using this together with the Drops Fable. This is a wool sock yarn base, so even though this is hand dyed, it will go really well with the Fable yarn, because they feel, this is a bit more woolly, but all in all, they really feel similar, and they are both wool and polyamide, or I don't remember which you know, is which fiber is here to strengthen the sock yarn. But those will be cast on tomorrow in the car when we start our journey towards Turku to my brother. And yeah, those were all the projects that I wanted to share today. So there will be a little acquisitions portion, and then also a little live chat. Maybe I already told everything, but I don't know. So you might be able to tell, here's some yarn. So backstory, or actually before the backstory, I will be putting the interview that I did at the festival. So I don't know if many of you know the actual Knitting Barber, Juju. She is the woman behind the Knitting Barber products and the Knitting Barber cords. And I did interview, I asked if she could be, if she would agree to chat with me on a camera a little bit with, I asked her if she would like to be interviewed by me a little bit, and she said yes. And we managed to have a little clip before it started pouring. So we had to rush till the end because it was already starting raining and we were outside. So there is this little interview of the Knitting Barber herself. So enjoy. So I'm here with the Knitting Barber herself, and I have a couple of questions for you today. Yes. So could you introduce yourself and your company a little bit?
So I am Juju. I am the Knitting Barber. I work as a barber half of the week, and half of the week I work with the knitting part. So basically that's my business so far.
That's wonderful. Where did the idea for the Knitting Barber cords come from?
This is a technique I have used myself for many years, and at some point I realized that many doesn't use it or know about the technique. So that's why I developed the cords themselves and figured out what the measurement should be and how I should pack them nicely. And of course, how could you choose? How could I choose for anybody if we had 14 different colors, that what colors I should have in my line? So that's why I kept the 14 colors, so you could all have the choice of your own to use them. Yes.
The cords have been quite popular. Did you expect them to?
No, not at all. Not at all. I don't know where the magic or the boom came from, but it certainly exploded, to say the least, because we have resellers from all around the world, even from Japan to Canada and Peru and Chile and everywhere. So all around the world. It's totally amazing.
And not a lot of people know where the TKP cords came from.
No, from Finland, from Vaasa, from the west coast.
Perfect. How often do you knit yourself?
Probably every day, at least a stitch or two. Some days it might not be that much because I work a lot. I have found out that I'm actually a workaholic, so I work nearly 7 days a week.
Oh no!
But I try to knit every day, at least a few stitches.
Yeah, perfect. A perfect way to relieve a little bit of the stress.
Yes, knitting is my yoga.
What is your favorite item to knit?
Probably sweaters and socks because we live in Finland.
Yeah, those perfect too. And do you have a favorite, the Knitting Barber product?
Well, of course, the cords and a lot of the stitch markers because it's so easy to use and perfect to carry with you in any project. And at the moment, one of my favorite products is the Knitting Barber notebook with all the different items you can put in and thoughts and everything. So that's one of my favorite products at this time.
So that's like perfectly customizable.
Yes,
you can choose your own insights.
Definitely. It comes in a kit, so you can get started right away. You just have to rip it open and start placing your notes and your thoughts and everything inside it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for letting me interview you a little bit today. Thank you so much, Yo-Yo.
Thank you.
So yeah, Yo-Yo is a wonderful person, and she is such a power woman. She is partly a barber and partly an entrepreneur, and she's just the sweetest person. And I was so privileged to be able to chat with her, and yeah. She's a wonderful woman, and that's a little bit of information about the Knitting Barber products for you. So I hope you enjoyed that. But now we can go into the acquisitions portion. And first of all, I will be showing you a little bit of gifts that I got, and I will show you those first. My dear friend Anna, she is starting her own business in dyeing yarn, but she is naturally dyeing yarn, and she's only using Finn sheep wool or Finnish sheep wool, Finnish breeds. And this is a present she gave me this time, and her business is called Langat Studio Suovilla. This is her logo. Whoa. And I have actually no idea with what she was able to get this color, but this was such a beautiful brownish red, and this is what she gave me. And not just that, but she had also dyed a headband for me, and this is just a stunner. So this is naturally dyed with plants, with flowers, and she has placed just like material on this knitted item. Look at that. How beautiful is this? So amazing. Let me show you how it looks on. Probably not with the summer. Actually, I was thinking to wear it this way. So that the orange is closer to my face. It's like painted. It's amazing that she has plant dyed this. How amazing is this? It's like magic. And these colors, if you know me, you know. You know that it's very me. But yeah, that was such a beautiful gift. Thank you so much, Anna. It was amazing gift, and I will I will be wearing that headband with the pride because it's so beautiful. And then my 6-month-long yarn buying drought is over. I went to the festival with a plan and I sticked with the plan. That's because I've been now that I have not been buying yarn, I have been what's the word? I've been investigating how I'm using yarn and what I need the most and what I use the most. And because I still have quite a few sweaters quantities in my stash, I was thinking that I will only buy sweaters quantities if I have a design in mind. I have certain idea that I need some yarn for. And the yarns that I actually need, want, and use are sock yarns, because I often come up with sock designs and then I need to have something to choose from, because usually you need to start the socks straight away. So this is what I bought. I have few different dyers. First I will show you Wool Me Once fibers. This is a local to me dyer. She is from my town, but because I haven't been buying yarn, I actually saw her at an event not too long ago, but I haven't purchased anything at the moment because I wasn't buying yarn. So I wanted to purchase and support her, and I bought this skein. I don't know how well you can see that the lighting is not probably the best, but there are shadows and all that. But this is beautiful greenish bluish rusty skein. It has brown in it too, and this is a BFL sock base, and the colorway is called Waiting for Henry. So Wool Me Once fibers. And then my friend Marika, who I was at the festival with, she spotted a sock set that had 4 50-gram skeins, and it had a green, very dark teal, not teal, well, it was a tealy greeny bottle green, this green, and there was a pink, and then there was brown, and or this rusty brown, and then this beige. And we split the set. She took the pink and the green, and I took the rust and the beige one. So these I actually already have planned for these. I've been thinking of renewing my fall of socks thing. If you remember last year, I released 3 new sock patterns, and it was a 2-month-long cal that you could participate on the cal by knitting any of my sock patterns. So I am planning probably to do that same again, and these 2 colors are going to a plan that I already have, so stay tuned. And if you are interested in testing socks for me, there will be coming 3 new sock patterns. You have seen one of them already. I don't have it with me here, but the plumage socks. I can put a picture here. You can see these socks. So there will be 3 different sock patterns coming up. I think soon-ish. So I will be riding the plumage socks first, and then the rest. I have already planned all of them. I have these plumage socks that have this textured, probably a little bit lacy looking texture with some twisted rib. I have a colorwork sock with some stripes, and then I have another textured sock with lace detail at the back. So stay tuned for some more sock knitting. And if you are interested in test knitting for me, I don't know if I will be I don't know how I'm going to look for testers, but if you are interested, I can already take your name on the list because there will be quite a few different patterns coming up. Moving on, then probably you know, if you have been here before, that I love Knitting Knits Jana. She is an amazing dyer. She loves all things neon. Neons are not my thing, but she also dyes other things which are very beautiful. I couldn't decide, so I took 3. This is a colorway called Riverbed. This beautiful light with some speckling. This lighting is now not very good. I hope you can still see. I think it's too shadowy, but I'm sorry. Then there is this very dark blue, which is called Suddenly Navy. It is navy, but it's a bit lighter than what I would call navy. Very beautiful. And then there is this gray speckly yarn. It has like blues, and I don't know how much you can see, but these are from Jana. This is called Eclipse, and I think these two I was kind of thinking maybe using together. They have the same shades. I will be picturing them or taking pictures when I will use them, but those 3 were from Jana, Knitting Knits, and then I actually met Franny the Frog. if you watched Jana's podcast, the Finnish knitting stories, we actually even took a picture together with Franny, and I also had a gift from Franny. She had prepared these little mini skeins. I think these are 5 grams and so beautiful, or 10 even. I don't know. But this beautiful speckly yarn from Jana or from Franny. And then one last sock skein. This is from Wool. And this is colorway called Oh My Gold, with all these beautiful goldy colors, speckles and all. And I also wanted to support them because I have received yarn for the Tankar, and I think the best way to support the ones that you like is by purchasing their products. And then the last thing, I actually even had a plan for it. This was the one that I knew that I will get. I didn't know exactly what shade I wanted to have it. This is Räsysorja by Jalovilla. Whoop. And this is recycled wool and Finship wool. So there is 70% Finnish wool and 30% Finnish recycled wool. And it is 560 meters per 100 grams. So it's light fingering or even lace. And I am planning on using this to substitute mohair, because I have this this is also Finnish wool. This is very soft. It's this, what is it called? In Finnish we call it kampalanka, which is like, it's just the longer fibers. So it's very, very soft. But I don't think this color is very good. It's very yellowy. It's a natural color, so I was thinking of using it together with this beautiful khaki green. Can't really see, I'm sorry. So it will tint this light color with this greener tone. And I think this recycled wool nip, it gives this tweedy look to it. So I'm planning on using that. I have actually the yarn here, maybe I can show you. My yarn stash is behind me. So this is the yarn that I'm talking about. It's this very fluffy, plump Finnish yarn, but it's very, I think the tint is very yellowy. So it's the natural white and the natural light gray wool together, and it gives this very yellowy tint to it. So I am using or pairing these two together to get more pleasing color to me. So that's my plan, and I will be having a cabled or textured jumper at some point next winter probably. So that's my plan for that yarn. And those, my dear viewers, was everything that I wanted to show you today. I'm very happy you got until the end. I don't think I have a lot of things to tell you. I think I already told everything. We are going on a holiday and I'm going back to work next week, so we'll be enjoying. I'm hoping the weather will be nice and not too rainy, and then we can enjoy some time with the kids as a family, and to take a little break. And I'm hoping to be able to knit a lot, especially in the car. I will be traveling with my sock projects. I actually have one project that I didn't show. Oh, it's here. My handbag knit. I've been doing a little bit of progress with my stripy socks. So let's show these two. I have now reached the heel. Actually, I didn't start it yet, but I'm soon starting. So I've been carrying these socks with me. These are just the stripy socks. And this one has been coming with me. It's been traveling in my handbag, and I'm using Regia 4-ply tweed yarn, and it's this nice gray yarn with some neps. And then I had some leftovers with this orange color as well. So yeah, hopefully these are also done by the next time, by the time of we next talk to each other, or I will talk to you. It's not like you're responding. I'm very happy to read all the comments you have, and I hope you have a good summer. I hope you are enjoying some good weather, and I hope you have just wonderful knitting, crafting time, and you're enjoying it wherever you are. And of course in Australia and on that side of the globe, it's already winter, and so I hope you have your woolly and warm knits as well. So we will be ready for the season ahead. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you in 2-3 weeks time. So happy crafting. Bye.